Rachel Valentine, and this is my Receptive Language Therapy project for SLP 212. The age group for this project is preschoolers, and obviously if I'm in a classroom, my table would be a lot lower and I would have chairs for the preschoolers to sit in, or we would be sitting on the floor for this activity. My lesson is very basic, but it can be easily adapted to fit the abilities of the students that I'm working with. The goals for my lesson are that students will be able to follow directions and understand concepts of prepositions in, out, on, under, between, front, and behind. When I walk into the classroom or the student walks into my classroom, the first thing I'm going to say is today we're going to talk about different directions or where we can put or find an item. It's very important that we define the word directions because a lot of these children will not know what directions are. So directions are where we can put or find an item in this case. Then I will show them my poster board, and the poster board is used to assist in learning and understanding the concepts that we are working on. So I have the concepts written out in different colors so that they can see them and that they're more noticeable. I have in, out, on, under, between, front, and behind. And because I'm working with preschoolers, they are pre-readers, and so I chose to do board maker symbols to demonstrate the concept in and out and on, under, between, front, and behind. And so when I'm going over these pictures, I will be very animated because these are preschoolers and talk a lot about what this concept is. So for in, I'd say, look, our ball is in the box, and I would outline the box. The ball is in. It is inside the box. Oh, look. Now the ball is out. It is not in the box. It is out of the box. Oh, now we have a line. And our ball is on the line. It is on the line. Oh, now we have another line. And our ball is under the line. Oh, now we have two lines. Look, 1, 2, we have 2 lines. And our ball is between the lines. Oh, now we have a line. And our ball is in front of the line. See how our ball covers up part of the line. It's in front of the line. Oh, now our ball is hiding. It's behind the line. It is hiding. And I will make sure that this is posted close to where we are working so that the students can reference it and look at it as often as they need to. We will then use some items to practice these skills. The items I chose for this one are animals. So I have several animals, but we're going to use a lion and the giraffe. And I would ask the student to pick out an item, and let's say they picked the lion. So I would say, oh, you picked the lion. I'm going to put the lion on the table. Okay, I get the giraffe. Oh, I love giraffes. I'm going to put my giraffe on the table. And by now the students probably picked up their lion and is playing with it. So I'll ask the student, can you put your lion on the table? And for this one, we're just going to use our table and our hands and our seat next to us. You can use different objects. This set actually came with Noah's Ark. So you could use Noah's Ark, and it does open so the animals can go in Noah's Ark. They can sit on Noah's Ark. They can go behind Noah's Ark. They can go in front of Noah's Ark. You can even do a box. If you wanted to use a box, you could put the animals in the box. They could go under the box. You can put them in front of the box or behind the box. But for this one, we're just going to use the table in our hands. So I would model with the students for the first couple times and getting to know these words. So for in, I would say, I'm going to put the giraffe in my hand. Look, he's in my hand. Can you put your lion in your hand? And I would have the student put them in their hand. Okay. Oh, my giraffe's out of my hand. Can you put your lion out of your hand? Can you take him out of your hand? Oh, now the giraffe, he's on my seat. He's on my seat next to me. Can your lion be on your seat? Can you put your lion under the table? And as we progress through the lesson, I would give them more independence. So can you put your lion behind you? Can you put your lion in front of you? Can you put your lion under the table? Where's under the table? Can you put your lion under there? And then as we move on from that, I would actually ask the students to find some animals that have been hidden around the room using these words. So this room doesn't really work very well for this. But let's say I had a sheep and a rhinoceros, and the sheep was on my cup next to me, and the rhinoceros was in the drawer. So I would ask the student, can you go find the rhinoceros? He's in the drawer. Can you go find him? And the student would then proceed to get up, and I might have to assist them in opening the drawer and looking in the drawer. Oh, look, the lion's in the drawer. The rhinoceros is in the drawer. Let's take him out. Oh, now he's out of the drawer. Oh, can you find the sheep? The sheep is on the cup. Can you find him? Is he on the cup? And so then the student would see the sheep and, oh yes, the sheep was on the cup. And really just make it fun and exciting for the kids and really talk up those words that you're working on. Oh, he was on the cup. Did you see him? He was on the cup. And then I would give the students a turn, if they wanted to put some of these animals around the room and use the words to tell me where they are. Where's the rhinoceros? Is the rhinoceros hiding? Oh, where is he? And see if the student could come up with the words that they would need to help assist me in finding the items. And if not, maybe ask some questions. Is he on the shelf? Is he between the books? Is he in the drawer? And try and really get the kids to say, oh yes, the sheep's in the drawer, even if it's just one word, in. That's great. Then after that, at the end of the lesson, I have something for them to take home to really reinforce these concepts of in and out and on. Each student would get a set of stickers. They're very, very cute. And then they would get this drawing that I did of a park, and it's at a picnic. And then with that comes a set of instructions. And I tried to make it very, very simple so that the students could look at it and see. This first one says put the cherries, and I put the sticker with the word cherries in, and there's our symbol again for in, the tree. And so they have the tree, and they have in, and they have the cherries. So they know the what, the cherries, the where, they go in the tree, and the how, they go in the tree. And so then they would put the cherries in the tree, and they would even be able to mark it off if they wanted to. And then they would go on, put the strawberry, so the what, the strawberry, on, how, on, the purple blanket, and this is the where. And so when the child came back for the next therapy session, their picture should look something like this. And if it doesn't, we can talk about, let's say they put a cherry outside the tree. Oh, your cherry's in the sky. Oh, look, it's floating in the sky. Let's put it in the tree. And then we can do some reinforcing of those skills that we had talked about already. This project can be adapted lower or higher. For kids who are struggling, I would just print off those board maker symbols, maybe make them a little bit bigger. So for in, I would print off this little picture individually, have it cut and put right in front of them, and really talk up, oh look, that ball is in that box. Let's put our giraffe inside a box, and then maybe get a box instead and practice putting the giraffe inside that box to really reinforce that skill and just make sure that they understand the concept of in before moving on to another one. For kids who are higher, you could adapt it by giving more than one direction. So can you put the giraffe in the box on top of the water? Or can you put the giraffe in front of the box next to the hippo? I also have in this set, some of my animals are also different. So I have one hippo who's dark gray and one hippo who's light gray. So if I wanted to, I could ask the student to take the giraffe and put him in front of the dark gray hippo. And so he would have to, my student would have to know that, okay, this hippo is dark gray and this one's light gray. And so that's building on those concepts of knowing not only directions, but understanding the concepts of colors and sizes even. Some of them are smaller and taller. And so that's my lesson. Hope you liked it.